So yeah, that happened. Apparently, Toei Animation was accessed by a third party, aka hacked. And in the end result, it has resulted in an indefinite hiatus of 4 different anime, and one series in particular that is very noteworthy is One Piece. Now, regardless if you love or hate Toei, the point still stands. The overall ramifications of what has happened to Toei in terms of them losing content and having to put these anime on indefinite hiatus is something that is way bigger than I think people probably realize. For one, people are going to probably assume, like, oh, okay, with the series going on indefinite hiatus, this gives the animators more time to work on the show and maybe fix the pacing of One Piece. That's probably what the general consensus some people will think. They'll probably think, oh, okay, so they're going to be able to adapt maybe more chapters at once instead of maybe half a chapter or one chapter per episode of One Piece. But that's actually not the case. That is not what is actually happening or what's probably going to happen because of what they actually lost. So let's put this in perspective. We don't know necessarily all of the stuff that apparently Toei Animation lost in terms of their files and content, etc., that has to pertain to the 4 different anime, but we can only assume the worst. We can assume that they probably lost a lot of data, which has resulted in them not being able to probably make their scheduling and broadcasting on time, which has just messed up everything. Like, think about this, okay? Imagine if your files, for let's say if you're making a video, a project, school project, whatever, and it was deleted after you put, let's say, months of work into it, or weeks of work into it, hundreds of hours into it. Imagine if your project was just deleted and it was gone. That's theoretically what has potentially happened to Toei Animation, where the third party, whoever did it, that accessed Toei Animation and did something, they potentially have destroyed the episodes of these individual anime, which has resulted in all of the team, probably the staff, not just the head honchos, the staff getting down and having to potentially recreate maybe episodes or reformat, etc., re-edit, which could just put a jam and everything, which gives all these staff members, these animators, etc., more work than they already had to begin with. And I think all of us know just how brutal the animation industry is in Japan. We know how animators get overworked. We know how the staff doesn't get paid as much as they should. We have seen these stories countless times over. It's not just a one studio problem, it's everything in Japan. And so seeing this news come out is rather shocking for a few reasons. For one, obviously this lets you know, or many of us know, that Toei and a bunch of other companies definitely need to up their security. There's, internet security, because if they don't, more stuff like this is going to happen. The second thing, though, is that besides it just hurting the animators and staff, this could make Toei Animation and other anime companies a little bit more, I guess, angry with internet or online, and maybe take more drastic actions with stuff against online individuals and communities, which is kind of scary to think about. But the point I'm trying to make, though, is that what has happened is definitely not acceptable. I know that Toei is definitely not a good company, especially with what they have been doing for this past year. They have been continuously doing some disgusting stuff to many content creators. I mean, Totally Not Mark is a really recent example of what Toei Animation is capable of, but they have done some scummy stuff over the years, and they have constantly had this track record. However, at the end of the day, it isn't, let's say, the staff's fault for that. For instance, the animators, that's who's going to get affected by this the most. It's not going to be the head honchos at the top that just, are like, oh, this just happened. Well, get back to work, everybody, and, recreate those episodes or scenes or whatever that was lost. It's going to hurt the lower people. That's what's going to happen. And I feel so sad for the whole situation. And it's like, it's awful, because here's the thing. I can only begin to imagine what all the devastation stuff that's happened potentially with them, and I know the upcoming episodes for One Piece is supposed to be some of the best content of One Piece. Like, we're getting into some really good stuff for the One Piece anime. And if they theoretically have lost a lot of files, I can only begin to imagine the amount of work they lost, the time and money, etc., the broadcasting and having to shift the broadcasting around. That's a lot of money. It could really mess up a lot of things. And so, for the first time in a very long time, the One Piece anime has been put on a indefinite hiatus. That is That's shocking, because it's like, I haven't really seen an indefinite hiatus for One Piece, and oh man, it's been a long time. I don't even know. I don't even know if it really ever has had a prolonged period of break. I don't think so. So we'll see where it's going to go. I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention, though, because it's like, it's not good news. I know many people are going to be cheering like, yeah, Toei, they deserve it, but the main head honchos that do all the crusty stuff to people, they're not the ones really getting affected. It's the staff, and that's the problem. That's a really big problem, and so it's kind of disgusting behavior, and yeah, I'll leave it at that, though. It just, shocking. It really is shocking, though. I did not expect to wake up to that type of news this morning. When I saw it, I was just like, I cannot believe that just happened. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching the video. Tell me your thoughts on how you felt about this news. Do you think that, we're gonna have One Piece gone for a very long time? Because according to what has been posted from Toei themselves, is that they'll tell us more about the anime air date for, certain individual anime around, the 19th and 20th of this month, which is a full week away, which that already puts things in perspective that, there could be a lot of, more breaks and weeks of no anime from them for a while. So, just tell me your thoughts. How do you feel? I'm curious to see everybody's thoughts, the community's thoughts on what happened. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe. If you like this video, please leave a like. It helps me out a lot. With that, guys, be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.